What's up guys, welcome back to Finance to Fly. My name is Luke and I'm here to help you elevate your travel while minimizing your spending. Today we got a new episode of Travel Rewards Weekly, What's New, where we cover all the things happening in the points and mile space over the last week. Let's jump in. To start things off, first we got a bunch of new sign-up bonuses over the last week, and a lot of them are either brand new that we've never seen before or actually just a very nice elevated offer. The first one we're going to cover is the Marriott Bonvoy Boundless. Usually this one is 3 free nights or a couple 100,000 points after 3,000 spent in the first 3 months. This time it's a new offer, 3 free nights worth 50,000 points each, plus another 50,000 points after 3,000 spent in the first 3 months. This is a very solid offer to jump on, but it's not the best. I prefer the 5 free night awards worth 50,000 points each, or even if they were to have a 150 to 200,000 point bonus after 5,000 spent in the first 3 months. I do think this is a solid offer to get 3 solid free nights because you can add 15,000 points to each of those free night awards, making your total out to you can have pretty much 3 free nights worth 65,000 points each with this card sign-up bonus. I do think it's a solid option if you're really wanting to get the Marriott Bonvoy card right now, but if you hold off, there's a good chance that over the summer or even early into the fall, there is that 5 free night sign-up bonus, or because it seems like they're trying new things out, I think there's been 3 or 4 new sign-up bonuses as this was a new offer. They might offer something big like 6 or 7 free night awards, or even a couple 85,000 point free night awards with the card sign-up bonus coming later this year. It would be really nice to see that, maybe like a 3 or 4 night 85,000 point free night award sign-up bonus. I think that would be a solid offer to jump on, so I'm not sure if I would jump on this just yet. I think I would wait a little bit longer, see if there's going to be another new offer to come out, but still it's a solid offer to jump on if you're looking at it. Next up, the Venture X business card got a very increased offer if you can spend a lot of money. The normal offer is 150,000 points after $30,000 spent in the first 3 months. That is still part of this card, but now you got a little tail on this card. If you can spend an extra $200,000 in the first 6 months, you'll get another 200,000 points. So pretty much on your first $200,000 spent, you're getting 3 points per dollar spent on your card. That is a very solid way to get points, especially if you're able to take advantage of spending $200,000 in 6 months. That's pretty much the equivalent of 3% cash back for $200,000, and that's really good. Obviously, not a lot of people can spend $200,000, but there's a lot of businesses that can, and if your business can and you needed a new card or wanted a lot of Capital One points, definitely would jump on this as a solid offer, especially for businesses. Next up, we got more business card sign-up bonuses. The Amex Business Platinum has a couple elevated offers right now. Usually the elevated offers are 150 to 200 to 250,000 points after $20,000 spent in either the first 3 or 6 months. All 3 of these offers now have a $500 credit after $2,500 spent on airfare in the first 6 months. So if you ended up getting targeted for that high-end 250,000 point offer plus $500 cash back, that's a very solid offer to jump on, and I would say it's almost better than the Venture X because you can get 250,000 points and a $500 cashback statement credit for only $20,000 spent. If you're spending that $20,000 on airfare just because it's a business card, maybe you have to take your company on a trip to a trade show or whatnot, you can get pretty much 350,000 points and then an extra $500 in cash back. That's a solid offer I would jump on if you can take advantage of that. Maybe not so much the 150,000 points offer, but if you once you get to that 200 to 250,000 point offer, that's a really solid offer to jump on. It's a lot of money to spend in 3 months, but it'll be worth it, especially if you have $2,500 in airfare that you need to purchase over the next 3 months to get that 20% cash back of the $500 statement credit. Overall, it's a very solid offer to see, and I like to see that they're adding new things to their sign-up bonuses, and I'm excited to see what they do over the next couple months because I would assume if they're rolling that out on the Platinum, something's going to come for the Gold soon, and then something's going to come for probably the Hilton and Marriott and stuff like that. So we'll be getting new sign-up bonuses, I'm sure, over the next 6 months that are different than what we've seen before. Lastly, on the sign-up bonuses, we've got 3 new offers from the Avios cards from Chase, the British Airways, the Aer Lingus, and the Iberia cards. They're all the same offer. It's 100,000 points after $7,500 spent in the first 6 months. This is elevated. It's usually 75,000 points after 3 or 4, maybe $5,000 spent in the first 3 months. Overall, solid offer. If you were looking to get some more Avios, or if you were looking at potentially getting one of these cards just because of the free check bag perks or whatnot, this is a solid offer to jump on. 100,000 miles after $7,500 spent is pretty good. Usually these elevated offers are 75,000 miles after 3,000 spent, and then if you spend 20,000 over the next year, you'll get an extra 25,000 miles. This is a solid offer. I think it's one of their better offers that they're having on these Avios cards over the last couple of years. So if you were looking at getting those, I would jump on that now. Now for some transfer partner news. First up, Citi has launched a transfer bonus to Virgin Atlantic for 30% up until May 17th. Citi points aren't the prettiest points, but they do have some value, especially when you get a transfer bonus like this. If you happen to have Citi points and you happen to also have a Virgin Atlantic redemption coming up, now's the time to transfer them. Get that extra 30% and save on your point redemptions, especially since Virgin Atlantic moved to dynamic award rates later last year. It can save you some money and lower the cost. I think you can even get 6,000 points each way in economy class to the UK. In other transfer partner news, it seems like Bilt is about to add Japan Airways to their transfer list. There was a pop-up that came up on the website for a short period of time. People saw it, got taken down, now showing an error. I think this is very interesting, and honestly, this is incredibly great. I've never looked at Japan Airways redemptions or whatnot, just because there's been no way to get those points, no way to transfer them over there. But now that there's a chance that we might have Bilt to transfer over them, I think this is going to increase Bilt point value by a lot. It's just another airline to transfer to. They have a lot of solid options. Alaska, Hyatt. They have pretty much every single option you could want that gets you good value. Two, it'll be really cool to see now that you can transfer points to Japan Airways, what type of reward rates you get, and if there are some sweet spots. I'm definitely going to be taking a look at it once it is confirmed that they are adding them. Next up on the transfer list, unfortunately, it may look like Amex and Hawaiian are ending their transfer anytime from now until June 30th. There's a couple of announcements that came out this last week about how Hawaiian's ending some partnerships and stuff like that. Amex was not mentioned, but they did say June 30th is when the date would happen when these partnerships would change or end. Amex was not on that list, but there's a good chance that they do end those transfers at any time now. It's been a very nice sweet spot over the last 6 months. I mean, a very nice way to use your Amex points. Probably one of the best ways to use your Amex points. I know I used it. I used it for a trip coming up I booked on American Airlines through Alaska. It was a solid redemption. If you want to get some Alaska miles before they end that transfer bonus, if you're willing to speculatively transfer over to Alaska from Amex, I would do it now before it's too late. It's a solid way to keep your points, but then again, you run into the problem. If they're changing things June 30th, who says they don't devalue their points? There's always a chance at that, so be wary if you do transfer over them. Try to have redemption in mind. I know I've got about 100,000 Alaska miles still in there. It would suck if I lose some value, but I know that if I can at least get a redemption from now until the end of the year, I might be able to book something that I get the same value that I wanted to before, instead of losing value in a potential devaluation. Last but not least, some exciting news for those that fly Southwest. Frontier is currently offering a $40 status match. You can get gold status with them if you are a Southwest member. You don't have to have status with Southwest or anything. You just got to be a member. I think this is actually a really nice value for your money. If you do fly Frontier once or twice, this comes with a free carry-on bag, which can save you a couple bucks each way on a round trip. It's nice to have. It's a nice perk to have, definitely. Not only that, you get some seating options. Instead of paying for every seat, you do get a couple seats at booking or check-in, and then you do get to board first. I think it's a solid option if you have a flight coming up with Frontier, 1 or 2 of them. It's a great way to just save a couple bucks, especially if you do fly Frontier 2 or 3 times. I'm kind of upset that it didn't come out about 2 months earlier, or else I would have taken it. I have a Frontier flight coming up down to Cancun in May. Had this been available at the time, I would have definitely jumped on it because I had to pay for check bags, seats, and all that stuff both ways, and it definitely ended ended up more than the $40 that I would have paid for the status. But either way, that is out there now, and if you do plan on flying Frontier once or twice this year, jump on it. It's a solid offer to save money, especially when you're looking down the road, and who knows, maybe you're flying Frontier 3 or 4 times later this year and you can save a lot more money. All in all, that was a lot of new sign-up bonuses, a couple new transfer bonuses, and I guess additions to transfer programs. But either way, let me know what you think down in the comments below, and if you could like and subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. Until next time, have a great day.